Having witnessed firsthand the effects of climate change, I believe that regenerative agriculture is what can help us best reconcile with nature.
What if the food we eat could rebuild biodiversity and be part of the solution, not a contributing factor to the climate crisis? That's the question that participants of the Big Food Redesign Challenge, launched by the Ellen MacArthur Foundation and the Sustainable Food Trust, set out to answer. And there's a deadline. Our products need to be on the shelves for people to buy in January. We asked brands to redesign products that unleash the potential to help nature thrive by supporting a change in what is produced and wasted, by using more diverse, upcycled and lower impact ingredients. In this series, we're asking participants to capture their own journeys as we follow the stories of the products and the companies trying to bring them to life. We'll see highs
and the jar. It's going to be £15, please.
And lows.
I actually got stranded for a few days when I went to the field, and the roads are impassable.
From an idea to the supermarket shelf, these are the products spearheading a future where nature-first food is the norm. In this episode, we meet some of the participants on the start of their journey to bring to life a brand new product. All of them are transforming forgotten or unwanted ingredients into nutritious and delicious food. We have cactus cookies from Kenya, porridge from the UK, and chocolate spread from Brazil. But the road to success is not always smooth. First up, we're in Kenya. When you think of a cactus, you think spiky and dry, not a delicious cookie or refreshing juice. But that's exactly what Junior Bora founder Vincent plans to do with this unloved prickly pear.
Hello, this is Vincent Mohoro in Isiolo Kiwanja, and I'd like to probably show you around. Right down over there, as you can see those hills, those are called the Dega Hills. There is also a lot of cactus over there, and why the areas, like I said, this farmer has chosen to mainly use it as the fence. However, it really does well around here, and that's why we're like, most of these land sits idly, so to speak. And so these are some of the lands that we really are hoping to be able to utilize and transform them for our cactus farming projects. So we harvest the cactus pods, and the cactus pods are usually a bit thorny. And so as the farmers harvest them, they usually dedown them a little bit so that they can be more comfortable, so that we can be able to carry more of them. And so after we bring them to the processing site, we have guys who now completely dedown them. They cut up the cactus pods, and then we wash the cactus pods and dry them in a solar dryer. Now, after you've done that, after the cactus pods are fully dry, we then put them in a mill where they are now converted to flour. But the second ingredient is that we use honey as our sweetener. The same honey from the acacia tree, we now whisk it. And once you've whisked it, it becomes more palatable, for the baking process. We also now make our own butter. We do not use any more butter, and neither do we use most of the butter that is found in the shelves of most retail shops, because you understand that a lot of additives have been put into them. So we utilize the avocado oil, which is very healthy, very delicious. For long, it's been considered to be an invasive species. People are like, hey, we don't like this plant, it makes our livestock go blind, it doesn't have any financial value to us. But then you're teaching people how to manage it in a proper way. We are able to transform ingredients that have been termed invasive and upcycle them to better products. I came up with this idea in a very interesting way, because since I was young, in my escapades going grazing, I always saw the cactus plant. It was always green. I remember being a kid, my mom told me, hey, you can eat the plants of these, you can eat the fruit of this plant. And it was delicious, Now I started to create some products, some juice, giving to people around the community, saying, hey, how do you think of these in a supermarket or a store? Will you buy it? And here's the most surprising bit, people are like, yes. And so I was like, how about you just create a business out of this?
So it's time to rethink the cactus plant. But it's not only underused or invasive plants that our innovators are turning into valuable sweet products.
Para produzir o chocolate, cerca de 80% do fruto acaba sendo descartado. E a NutriCandies, enquanto uma startup de base científica, viu isso uma oportunidade de utilizar esses subprodutos e transformar em superalimentos nutritivos.
Meet NutriCandies, based in Brazil, a chocolate spread alternative that's more nutritious, as well as supportive of nature.
Mandar as informações para... A ideia é a gente fazer esse sistema para o próprio produtor conseguir visualizar se o mel tá bom ou não.
Ai, que legal isso. Muito legal.
Porque ela é rica em vitamina C, igual da laranja. Aí ela oxida com oxigênio.
Ah, é isso? Aí, olha o mel já escorrendo aqui, ó.
Olha isso.
É que ele entrou em contato com o oxigênio e ele começa a se desprender, ó.
Essa é uma das nossas matérias-primas. É o mel de cacau. O mel de cacau é um resíduo da cadeia do processamento do chocolate que conhecemos hoje. É uma matéria-prima rica em açúcares e antioxidantes, mas que acaba deteriorando e perdendo suas propriedades e sendo descartado. Com isso, vimos uma oportunidade de utilizá-la como fonte para a produção de novos superalimentos. Venha experimentar! A ideia do nosso produto começou quando, ainda adolescente, observava a alimentação da minha irmã mais nova, que sofria da fome invisível. Muitos não sabem, mas é um problema que acomete muitas crianças, que é quando aquelas pessoas que têm acesso à alimentação não têm acesso aos nutrientes suficientes para a alimentação adequada. Como o caso dela, ela tinha déficit de ferros e vitaminas. E com isso, eu pensei em como entregar um alimento nutritivo que agradasse o paladar infantil e, ao mesmo tempo, mantivesse os nutrientes que elas precisavam. E aí surgiu o primeiro produto carro-chefe da NutriCandies.
Back in Kenya, Vincent is also seeing cacti as a way to offer nutritious food in a changing climate, and as a solution to degradation of the soil.
Prickly pear cactus is able to sequester carbon, store it in the soil. It is able to coexist with other plants, and it's able to create microclimates, especially in the arid and semi-arid lands, meaning that these regions are now able to sustain other life forms. We are able to see more insects in the soil. We are able to see other plants being able to survive because of these microclimates. And people now know that regardless of the climatic conditions, we have some food to eat.
Another product working with diverse and upcycled ingredients that encourage regenerative agriculture comes from Spoon Cereals in the UK.
Hi everyone, checking in to let you know about an exciting new project that we've been working on. It's a new porridge product, and it's something that we are terming Nature Positive. If you haven't heard of Spoon already, we currently make small batch granolas, but we are venturing into porridge. Spoon Cereals is built from a passion for breakfast and wanting to make it better, but also importantly for us, it's about making the products better for us and also better for the planet.
We've got some fantastic ingredients for what we're calling a nature positive porridge. And it includes one very special ingredient, which is an upcycled oat bran.
You might be wondering, what are upcycled oats? So they are a byproduct of oat milk production that would typically go towards animal feed. However, we've been working with an oat miller who have made it possible to transform this into a really exciting new ingredient product that we can use within our cereal products. We got immediately very excited when we discovered this new upcycled ingredient, as we've been talking about a great deal about developing products that are sustainability-led, but we were being quite slow to do anything with it. So when we heard about the opportunity to design a circular food product with the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, we knew that this would give us the push we needed to bring this product concept to market.
And Spoon want to use many other unusual ingredients in their porridge.
We've also worked with some UK growers around some ingredients that people might not expect to find in porridge, but which have a great nutritional value. So we've been working on some pretty special ingredients. So these are chia seeds, very high in protein, great source of omega-3, but from the UK. Likewise, flax seeds, great source of omega-3 and have a really nice texture. And then this is UK quinoa, which has a texture very similar to porridge oats, but is again a very good source of protein and has a slightly nutty taste to it.
Another ingredient they are looking into using is a native black oat.
So one of the ingredients that we're experimenting with is a more sustainable black oat ingredient. It's quite a rare species of oat that is optimally adapted to the Norwegian climate, and so it's a very resistant crop, which means it requires less fertilizers and no chemicals. It's also grown together with catch crops that captures nitrogen from the air, which further reduces the need for crop protections.
Farming to help the soil to regenerate nature is also at the heart of Vincent's cacti products.
You do not need to till the land. You literally just need to drop a pod or just plant a few seeds, and it's set for life. Really doesn't need much tendering to. So that makes it pretty unique. As you can also see, the grass, it's able to coexist only the grass.
But it's not been plain sailing for these products to get off the ground.
Well, Kenya is bracing for further rains. President Ruto says the army has been mobilised to help with those evacuations.
The country is experiencing one of the worst floods, I actually got stranded for a few days when I went to the field. And, the roads were impassable. The bridge was basically covered by water. And just imagine you maybe try to plant some corn, maize, and right now it's really flooded. Your farm is basically close to eroded. So after the floods, you're then told that for 9 months, you're about to experience drought, which goes to show how much what you're offering is a much needed solution.
For NutraCandies, the challenge is about scaling up. How can they take an idea for a food product that regenerates nature and make enough of it so that you or I can buy it in our local supermarket?
Nosso maior desafio, enquanto uma startup de base científica, é tornar escalável a produção de produtos feitos em laboratório em alimentos disponíveis nas gôndolas dos mercados para que mais pessoas tenham acesso a esses alimentos que impactam a natureza. E através do programa da Big Food Redesign Challenge, seremos capazes de levá-los para mais pessoas e assim nutrir a vida com mais sabor.
So I think the main challenges for us are making sure we can get the supply of the ingredients that we need. So I've just got off the phone to our oat miller, who will be supplying our upcycled oat ingredient for our porridge recipe. And one of the challenges that we've hit is that because this is such a new ingredient and a new innovation that they are working on, they've had some delays in the development process. They're still going through lots of tests before they can actually launch it onto the market. So we are unable to get any samples off them to use in our own development kitchens. So we're just waiting on that one, really. It's just a bit of a waiting game.
Over the few months, we hope to scale up operations, basically get more machines, get licenses, and certifications from third-party consultants, and we are very cognizant that this will take a lot of time and it will be cost-intensive. So we hope to venture into the global market and have some of our products on shelves in international stores.
So what lies ahead for our three pioneers? Spoon Cereals have got to secure their suppliers. NutraCandies are working out how to scale up and get their product into shops. And as for Vincent, he's fighting the changing climate, floods and finances to get his prickly idea off the ground.
Having witnessed firsthand the effects of climate change, I believe that regenerative agriculture is what can help us best reconcile with nature. Next time, we meet three more companies championing a new product, one using pork to create meals in a jar.
But the idea is we breed in the animals that are stronger for this environment and they can live on the open air and they, a bit of mud, and they can actually thrive here.
One creating a new tequila type drink.
Definitivamente esto jamás podrá ser llamado tequila porque no cumple con los procesos tradicionales de producción de tequila. Pero es un costo pequeño por un gran impacto ambiental que queremos lograr en este sistema.
And another's making ready meals that regenerate nature.
Good nutrient-dense food has to come from carbon-rich soils, which have to be part of a regenerative farming system.
All are fighting to change perceptions of their products and trying to change the paradigm for the way we do business to become more circular.